collection. Collection framework. Collection framework. Okay. In that. Okay. In that collection is an interface. In that collection is an interface. Okay. First of all, I want to give you the overview of collection. Actually, what is a collection? A collection is nothing but a group of objects into a single entity. Okay. It is nothing but it is a group of objects which gives it in a single entity is nothing but a collection. Okay. Here collection is an interface. Okay, there is no any implementation class for collection interface. Okay, but collection is used, it is nothing but a group of objects maintaining into a single entity, that is nothing but a collection. Okay, and in collection, like okay, we have see actually collection is an interface which is a parent interface of all collection interfaces or classes. Okay, like it is a parent interface, it is a parent of all collection classes and interfaces. Okay, here this collection framework will be in the package called java.util package. Java.util package. Okay, collection is present in java.util package. All the collection classes and interfaces are present in java.util package. Okay, what is this java.util package? See, in Java what happens means there are so many packages. There are so many packages which are present in Java. Okay, why we call it as a package? Why we call this java.util as a package? Because see, when you are using, I want to for example, I want to use any collection class or any interface. Okay, already in Java in one means for everything there is a package. For example, you take input and output operations. In C language, you learned input and output operations. Okay, printf and scanf.
Yeah.
Here, there, that input and output operation in C language, what happens means there is no any packages concept. Means they won't in C language there is no any like I think we have it is not like we are including stdio.h, right, header file. C language you will be including hash include stdio.h. That is nothing but standard input output header file. Okay, there in C language why we got header files means internally in C language they gave printf is used for output and scanf is used for input. To tell the developers that printf is used to give the output and scanf is used to give the inputs. Like in C language how we have the header files. Okay, in Java we have the packages. Okay, in this java.util package, all the collection framework classes are there, and here also we have input output. Okay, in C language you call input output header files, but in Java we call input output streams. Okay, here input output package contains all the input output operations. Like we will be going through that input output operations afterwards. First, in this in collection framework, like we have util package. In that util package, there are so many classes and interfaces which are coming under collection interface. Here we have collection framework. This collection framework is nothing but what is collection? Collection is nothing but it is a group of objects into, giving into a single entity. That is nothing but a collection. Okay, here like here first of all collection is an interface. Collection is an interface. I means interface. Okay, what is collection? It is a group of objects. group of objects to a single entity. Nothing but collection. Okay. Like that, here we have what is another interface is called list interface. Okay, list interface is nothing but it is developed for some specific purpose. Okay. See, the list interface is nothing but like you have all the elements. Okay, that yesterday I gave you the example like we have
array list
elements like
yesterday you said array list.
yes. Yeah, yesterday I gave you this example. Like we have these all. Okay. See, list is nothing but it is also not it is nothing but it is a group of objects which gives into a single entity. Okay, but with some specialities. What are the specialities of the list? Which allows duplicate elements. Which allows duplicate elements. Okay, duplicate elements are allowed. Okay, null values are allowed. Okay, and it is nothing but it is index based. Okay, index based in the sense, for example, here I give, we have the elements 10. Here we have 5. Okay, here 8. Here I give 34. Here I give again 5. Here I give again 8. Okay, here I give some 67. Okay, here I give some null. Okay, null elements are allowed in list. Okay, and it is index based. Index based in the sense index starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here in list it is also nothing but a group of objects which is used into a single entity, which are stored in the form of like a single entity, and null values are allowed in list. Okay, duplicate objects are allowed in list, and it is nothing but it is index based. Okay, now in list here what happens in list means what are the elements you give, so like 10, 5, 8, 34, 5, 8, 67 null. Okay, I want to increase the size of list. Okay, you can increase or you can decrease the size of list. Okay, you can increase or you can decrease the size of list. Okay, that is nothing but the data structure for this list is nothing but you tell as a global array or resizable array. Okay, we can grow the size of an array or we can resize the size of an array. Okay, you can delete based upon the index. Okay, you can delete an element based upon the index, or you can add an element based upon the elements. Okay, that is nothing but list. Okay, this is one interface which is under collection framework. Okay, for example, I will give you the diagram. This is collection interface. Okay, yes, now this is list interface.
Mm.
Okay, this list interface came in Java 1.2 version. Java 1.2 version. 1.2 version. Okay, this list interface is a sub interface of collection. It is a sub interface of collection. Collection is the parent interface.
Main parent interface.
Yeah. List is a sub interface of collection. Like that, for collection, we have some interfaces like a set. Okay, we have another interface called set after list. Okay, set is also under collection only. Okay, every collection interface or collection classes are under collection only.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is list interface. This is about list interface. Understood about list interface?
Yes.
Yes. Now coming to next interface called
Set.
Set. There is one speciality in set. What is that speciality means? See, this set interface is nothing. It is also a group of objects which gives into a single entity. Okay, but duplicates are not allowed in set. Duplicates are not allowed. Okay, here in list, we duplicates are allowed, like 5. We repeated 5. Okay, next 8, we repeated 8. Okay, duplicates are not allowed, but null insertion is possible, and it is not index based. Okay, see the difference between list and set is nothing but list is in list duplicates are allowed, but set duplicates are not allowed. Okay, suppose for example I give duplicates. What happens when you give duplicates? For example, in the program, what I will do means I will be giving duplicates. If I give duplicates, you may get it out. Okay, you are telling that set does not allow duplicates. You will get any error or exception when you give duplicates. No, we don't get any error or exception. Okay, suppose if you give the elements as, okay, in set I give from 10, I give 20, I give 34, 56, and I give again 10. I add 10. Okay. Now what happens means the compiler of Java, what it does means when you use set interface collection classes, the compiler of Java, what it does means here already 10 is okay. 10 is added into set. Okay. Now this 10, will it add or not? It won't add. You won't get any compile time exception or runtime exception. Simply it will ignore the second value. Okay, the output you will be getting 10, 20, 34, 56 only. Okay, this 10 is ignored. You won't program won't be okay. You won't get any exception in your program, or you won't get any error in your program. Okay, here duplicates are not allowed. Okay, but null values are allowed. Duplicates are not allowed. Null values are allowed, and insertion. See, in list insertion order is preserved. Okay, insertion order. What is mean by insertion order? I entered 10. Next I entered 5. Next I entered 8. Okay, after 10 I entered 5. Means the insertion order, how you insert, it will give that order only.
Because it is index based.
Yes, because it is index based. But that insertion order is not preserved. Insertion order is not preserved. Okay. In set, duplicates are not allowed. Insertion order is not preserved. Okay. Null insertion is possible. Null insertion is possible. Okay. That are the main differences between list and set. Okay. List and set.
So when we try to print a set, since the insertion order is not preserved, how will the output be? Random?
Yeah, it will be like randomly. Why? Because see, when you have the implementation classes called hash set, okay, that hash set will not store in the insertion order way. It will be stored randomly. Okay, that is nothing but
Yep.
set. Now coming to, we completed collection, we completed list, we completed set. Next coming to sorted set. Yes. Okay. See, sorted set is nothing but in sorted set also like duplicates are not allowed. Okay. And in sorted set, the elements are in the form of sorting order. Are in the form of sorting order. Okay. Whatever the elements you gave, the elements will be in the form of sorting order. Okay. It will be maintaining sorting order. That is sorted set. There is no any difference between these all. Oh, sorted set is nothing but it is based upon the sorting order. Okay? Ascending order like that. Okay, that is sorted set. And we have navigable set. Okay, why we use this navigable set? Okay, see, navigable set is nothing but which is used for navigation purposes. Navigable set is nothing but for navigation purposes. What is this navigation purposes is nothing but, see, navigation purposes are nothing but like, for example, I I add the elements in the set. When I add the elements, that elements should be in the form of either ascending order or descending order. Like we have an implementation class called a tree set. Okay, tree set is nothing but which is used in the form. It will be in the form of like a tree, and there the navigation from one element to another element will be happening by using some order, some like a natural sorting order type like that. Okay, that is navigable set. For navigation purposes, we will be using. Okay, next map. Yes. What is map? First of all, I want to tell you what is map. See, map is not a sub interface of any collection. Okay, it is different. Map is different. Okay, map is differently given. Map is mainly used for storing the elements in the form of key value pairs. Okay, what is this key value pairs means? For example, I have an employee. Okay, employee who is working in one company. Okay, that employee contains employee number and employee name. Okay, I want to get the name of the employee with the employee ID. Okay, for example, I will be joining in any company called for example, I join in Tech Mahindra. Okay, in Tech Mahindra, first of all, when you join Tech Mahindra, in the first day itself, you will be getting an employee ID. Okay, suppose I'm requesting a laptop for working. Okay, when I request the laptop, they won't ask me my name. They will ask me my employee ID. Okay,
because that's unique.
ID, they will be getting my details like employee name and all the things. Means key is nothing but employee number. Value is nothing but employee name. Okay, map is nothing but it will be storing all the elements in the form of key value pairs. But these collection classes or interfaces will be storing the values in the form of elements, not key value pairs. Like 10, 5, 8, we are giving those these all elements, right? 10, 5, 8, like that. These are nothing but only the elements. But this map is nothing but which stores the elements in the form of key value pairs. Key value pairs in the sense, like for example, I give 10. 10 is this employee number, for example. Okay, for this, 10 is nothing but a key. What is the value of this 10? Okay, some name. Okay, that value can be, okay, either string or null or okay, number or anything. It can be anything. Okay, in map we have the classes called hash map. Okay, we have hash table. Okay, like that we have some implementation classes. Okay, we will be discussing these classes now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. After map we have sorted map. What is this sorted map? See, in map it stores like it doesn't store, it doesn't give the elements in the form of like ascending order or descending order. There is no order for map. For sorted map, it will be stored in the form of sorting order. Okay, the elements will be sorted and it will be stored as sorting order. That is sorted map. Okay, next one is navigable map. A navigable map is also used for navigation purposes. Okay, and this navigable map we got in JDK 1.6. Sorry, I think 1.5. Okay, 1.5 version. These all collection classes, these all things we got in 1.2 version. And next is queue. Okay, queue is nothing but you know what is queue. Queue is nothing but first in, first out. First inserted element can be deleted first. Okay, that is queue. Okay, in queue, this queue came in 1.6 version, and this queue here in Java. Okay, we have some classes called okay, blocking queue, linked blocking queue. Like that, we have some classes for this queue. Okay, and I will give you one diagram. First of all, this is collection. Okay, the sub interface for this list. This diagram is very, very important. Set. Queue. Okay, here collection is an interface, list is an interface, set is an interface, queue is an interface. Okay, under this we have some implementation classes. Okay, what are the implementation classes? I'm going to give you. Array list,
Linked list.
Linked list. Vector. Okay, under vector we have stack.
Stack is also a class.
Yes. Stack. Okay. See, under list we have the implementation classes for list is nothing but array list, linked list, vector. Okay. Under vector we have stack. These vector and stack are legacy classes which are invented in Java 1.0 version. 1.0 means the first version, I think. This vector and stack are introduced, and array list, linked list we got in 1.2 version. Okay, and these are the implementation classes we have in list interface. Okay, coming to set. In set, the implementation classes are hash set. And in set we have another interface called sorted set. One minute. Sorted set. Sorted set. Okay. And here we have, there is another implementation class for set. That implementation class is linked hash set. Linked hash set. Okay. And under sorted set is an interface, right? Under sorted set, like we have an implementation class called tree set. Okay. Like sorted set is an interface, and we have another one called navigable set. Navigable set is also an interface which is under sorted set. I am preparing the notes also. Okay, in this notes I gave this total diagram also for everything. The main diagram is here.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Here under sorted set we have this navigable set. Navigable set. Okay. Under navigable set we have an implementation class called tree set. Tree set. Okay. Now the nothing but the about list and the set. Now coming to queue. In queue we have the implementation classes called blocking queue. Okay, priority blocking queue and linked blocking queue. Okay, like here we I gave the example like linked blocking queue, and okay, in linked blocking queue we have all these. Okay, this diagram. 1 minute. Here we have in queue we have two things.
Blocking queue. It's a class.
Yes. And we have priority queue and blocking queue both. Okay. Okay. Here in blocking queue we have linked blocking queue. Okay. Linked blocking queue is these all are classes. Okay. These all are implementation classes. Okay. Now see under list, see one thing like the collection, list, set, queue, sorted set, navigable set, these all are interfaces. Okay, under interfaces we got abstract classes. Okay, abstract classes for list is nothing but abstract list. Okay, for set is nothing but abstract set. Okay, under these all we have these implementation classes.
Under those.
Yes, but you don't need to mention the abstract classes. Simply you mention and mention it as list. Under list we
List
have
interface.
yes, we have all these implementation classes. You can mention like that. Okay, and this is about collection, the block diagram of collection framework. Okay, and we have another interface called map. For map also we have one diagram. Yes, map. Okay, under map we have hash map. Okay, this is an implementation class. We have one interface called sorted map. Sorted map.
This is an interface.
Under sorted map we have navigable map. This is an interface.
Under this
navigable map, this is also an interface. Under navigable map you have a implementation class called tree map.
Okay, tree set and tree map.
Tree map.
Okay.
Okay, under map you have another some implementation classes called identity hash map, identity hash map, and we have another called weak hash map. Weak hash map. Weak hash map.
Weak.
Yes.
Okay.
Here, these all are the implementation classes: hash map, identity hash map, weak hash map, tree map. We have another one called another class called hash table. Hash table. Okay. Under hash table, this is implementation class. Under hash table, we have properties class. We have properties class. Okay, this is the block diagram of collection framework. See here in map, what is hash map, identity hash map, weak hash map, sorted map. These all are interfaces. Hash table, properties, these all are the classes for map interface collection, and these all are the implementation classes for collection interface. Okay, and this there is no any relation between collection and map. Both are different. Map is not a sub interface of collection. That is the collection is different, and map is also different.
Oh.
Okay, this is about the block diagram of collection framework. If you remember this block diagram, that is enough. Okay, you can means if you face any interview, okay, if you tell them about block diagram, that is enough. Okay, now we are going to discuss all these interfaces and all the collection classes. Okay, up to now we discussed all these what is collection, what is list, set, sorted set, navigable set, and all interfaces. We discussed 9 interfaces totally. Okay,
so map is coming under the interfaces of collection.
Yes, interfaces of collection. Yes. Interfaces
But
of
you said
collection
there is,
framework.
okay.
But this is different interface, not it doesn't come under collection. It is different from collection.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't come under
So
collection.
collection is not a parent of map.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is
Okay.
about the block diagram of collection framework. See, now in collection framework, we are going to discuss all these topics. See, these all are
Okay.
nothing but the syllabus for collection framework is this only.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood, sir.
Addition to this, we have another one called concurrent hash map. This concurrent hash map is not in collection framework. It is different. It is in different package. Okay. It is for different purpose. Not only this, it comes in multi-threading.
Oh.
Okay. This concurrent hash map is different, but I will be discussing here. Why? Because in an interview, everybody asks you what is the difference between hash map and concurrent hash map. Okay, why we use hash map, where we use hash map, and where we use concurrent hash map. Okay, what are the advantages of this concurrent hash map? Okay, this concurrent hash map will be in multi-threading environment. We will be using this concurrent hash map. Okay, we are going to discuss that also. This is very, very important.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now coming to, first of all, coming to array list. In list interface, we have array list. Okay, coming to array, first of all, what is an array list? Okay, array list is a class. Array list is an implementation class of list interface. List interface, and array list duplicates are allowed. Duplicates are allowed. Okay, null insertion is possible. Null insertion is possible. Okay, and it is index based. Index based. Okay, the elements are stored in the based on index. Okay, elements are stored based on index. Null insertion is possible. Duplicates are allowed. Okay, it is an implementation class for list interface. Okay, here it is index based in the sense it will be stored based upon the index, like whatever you have the values, that values all are stored in the index form. Okay, and here already I discussed that. Yeah. For example, I have 10, 5, 8, 34, 5, 8, 67, null, like this. Okay? Suppose you think it as an array list. Okay? Array list AL. For example, AL is an array list. And this AL is storing these elements. Okay? When it stores these all elements, okay, here duplicates are allowed. Null insertion is possible. And it is index based, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. Okay, and and another one is insertion order is preserved in array list. Okay, here insertion order is preserved in array list. insertion order is preserved
Mm.
in array list. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Like that, this is nothing but an array list.
Mm.
Okay. Here insertion order is preserved means, okay, whatever the elements we enter, that elements you will be getting.
Mm.
Okay. Suppose after null I will enter some 80. Okay. Then
Mm.
it will be stored after null.
Mm.
Okay. That is nothing but insertion order.
Mm.
Okay. That is about array list. And
We can also retrieve an element, sir. Like, let's say I want to know what is in the fourth position. Is there
yeah,
such a
we can
method?
retrieve what is in we can retrieve, we can add the elements. Okay, we can remove the elements and we can retrieve based upon the index. If you give the index
Index
4,
number.
okay, you will be getting 5.
Okay.
Okay, like that. Here, see, the list interface methods all are applicable for array list also. Okay,
Mm.
there are some methods of list. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all the elements of all the methods of list interface are applicable in array list.
Mm.
Okay, the
Mm.
methods of list interface are add,
Mm.
add all, remove, okay, retain all,
Mm-hmm.
or remove all of collection C, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And like this we have is empty,
Mm.
and size. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
these all are some of the methods of list interface. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then what are the methods which are in array list in class?
Mm-hmm.
Add of, okay, int index, comma, object obj. Okay, like that means add of int index comma object obj is a method for array list. Okay, and there is another method called add all. Okay, like of int index comma collection C, int
Mm-hmm.
index comma collection C. Okay, like that. Here this list interface methods are all methods are applicable to this array list class. Okay, but array list class methods are not applicable to list interface.
Mm.
Okay, the methods
Yes.
which are in list interface are applicable to array list class, but array
Yes.
list class methods, this add of int index comma object obj, is not applicable for list interface.
Okay.
That is very important. Okay,
Yes, sir.
why? Because array list class implements list interface.
List interface. It's a
So
class.
the methods are coming from list interface to array list.
Array list.
Okay.
But array list methods won't go into list.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I want to give you one program. When I give you one program, you will be knowing how this happens, everything, how this happens, and all the things.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to ask you one thing. Do you know any editor like Eclipse editor or anything?
Yes, sir. I already have Eclipse.
Okay. See here, I wrote a program of array list.
So will you give me this program too in your document?
Yeah,
Notes?
I will give.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. I will do one thing. I will remove everything and okay. See, I will do everything and yes. Okay. First of all, I will tell you one thing. This is an Eclipse editor. In Eclipse editor, okay, why we are using this Eclipse editor means, okay, we can do the Java program in Notepad, Edit Plus, Notepad Plus Plus, or any editor. Okay, why we are using editor? First of all, why we are using editor? Why? Because to save the time. Okay, suppose I am working in one big project. Okay, if it is small programs means Notepad is okay, but when I'm working in a big project, that big project contains so many classes. Okay, when you want to write in Notepad, okay, you need to write everything. Okay, for example, when I'm using array list, okay, if I want to write in Notepad the same program, sorry, painting. Yes, I want to write some program by using collection framework. Okay, for the class, I will give some the class name as ArrayList EX. Okay, I should type everything. I should type class. Okay, ArrayList EX, flower braces, and type public static void main off. Okay, for typing only takes so much of time. Okay, if you are using editor, in editor you will be getting automatically, you will be getting this class main method, everything. Okay, you will be getting these flower braces, you will be getting everything what you want. Okay, I want to create a new class. First of all, I'll open again. 1 minute.
Sure.
Okay, this is my Eclipse editor. See, what I have done means I have created a workspace in one folder called G drive. In G drive, I created a folder called Java programs. Okay, go to that. Here already it has been kept,
Created.
but it has been created already. Which means I used before only. Okay, if you want to create a folder, create in any folder, not only G. C, don't create in C drive. D, E, F, G, any drive you can create. Create one folder, either Java programs or class programs, anything. Okay, and go to browse. Okay, in browse, go to your computer. Okay, I created in G drive. Okay, which folder I created? I created Java programs.
Java programs.
These are Java programs. These Java programs. Select folder. Click on launch. It will be launching your workspace. Here you don't need to compile in Eclipse. If you write a program in Notepad, you need to compile. Here you don't need to compile it.
Say Java C file name, then it will compile.
Java C file name.java.
Okay. Then we should execute it.
Yesterday we have written test.java, right? The test, I compiled the test Java as Java C test.java and I run as Java test. For
Java
compiling
test.
Java C test.java, for running Java test.
Java.
Now, core programs is a folder. What is this core programs? What is this core program?
That is the.
See, I'll tell you one thing. In G drive, I created a folder called Java programs. Okay. I remove this 1 minute. I'll delete it. I'll open again this Eclipse editor, or I'll delete here also. Okay.
Mm.
Now, okay. Now here this Java programs is empty. Okay, this dot metadata will be coming when you create a workspace. Okay, don't need to worry about that. Now
Okay.
I am in Java programs. This Java programs folder name. Okay. Now what you have to do? I am doing what I am doing now. I am only doing core Java programs. Then you have to go to file, new. First of all, create a Java project. Java project. Project name, you can give anything. I give core programs. These core programs will be saved in Java programs. G drive, Java programs, core programs.
Core programs.
Okay. And use an execution environment, JRE. Which JDK you are using? See, Java 8, Java 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, in my system I have Java 8 and Java 9. Okay, I'm using Java 8. Okay, and next. Okay, core programs is created and finish. See, now it created core programs.
Okay.
Okay, now suppose now this is Java 8. Here, suppose if I'm using Java 9 or Java 11 or Java 13, okay, you need to change the path, the environment to the specific Java version. Okay, I will show you. I have Java 8 and Java 9 also. Now I want to change it to Java 9. Okay, core programs, right click, go to build path. In build path, you have configure build path. Okay, in configure build path, there is Java build path, libraries. Okay, in libraries, edit. See, edit is there. Edit. See here, execution environment I selected already. It is Java 8. Now I want Java 9. Okay, alternate JRE. You have alternate JRE here. On that, installed JREs. Click on installed JREs. Here Java 8 is there, but I want Java 9. Then I want to add. Here add is there. Click on add. Standard VM. Okay, next. JRE home. JRE home is there. So directory. Go to directory. In C drive, I have program files. Java. Here 9 is also there. See here. See 9. I am going to JDK 9. I am using 9. Okay, select that folder. Okay, and click on finish. Okay.
So that is JDK and this is JRE.
JDK 9. Apply and close. Okay. Here in alternate JRE, you select JDK 9. Actually, you should select JDK 8. Here it is showing JRE 8, right? You have to select JDK 8. Okay, that is okay, no problem. Here it is JRE system library. Here JDK 9 I have selected. Click on finish. Now we got JDK 9 here. Okay, apply and close. See, it is changed to JDK 9. Okay. Now I want to write a collection one class, one array list class. Okay. First of all, go to core programs, right click, new class. Now creating the package is your like. If you create the package, okay, for everything it will be differentiated. For example, I won't create package. I write directly array list ex1. This is the class name. Okay. You want the main method or not? I want main method. If you don't want main method, you won't get main method. Okay, compulsory you need to write a main method. So click on this. Finish. We got this. Okay, this is the see. In Notepad, you need to write main method and everything like that. But here you don't need to write main method. You don't need to write this public class. These all things. This editor only gives you some of the features like giving main method, writing all these class and all the things. Now you write the program. Okay, array list. Array list is an implementation class of list. Okay. How you need to create an object for array list? Array list al is equal to new array list. I have done one mistake. What is that mistake? See,
A is not capital.
A is not capital. Then what it is showing me multiple markers at this line. Array list cannot be resolved to a type. Means array list is a class. We need to write A as a capital letter, but we did not write A as a capital letter. Then it is nothing but it's showing an error. Okay, means compilation error. Okay, suppose you write the same program in Notepad. Okay,
it won't show error.
It won't show errors, and you will write total. Suppose the program contains 10 lines, no problem. But if the program contains 1,000 lines, you will write all the 1,000 lines, and you will be compiling. When you compile, you will be knowing that in this line we have some error, so you need to rectify that. But the advantage of editor is nothing but when you are writing the mistake, it will be showing. So you will be knowing what mistake you are doing. Okay. Now again it is showing an error. What is that error? What is that error means? This array list is in which package? Java.util package. So you need to import Java.util package manually if you write in Notepad. Okay. Here you don't need to import it manually. You don't need to write import Java.star like that. Okay. Click on this array list. Backspace. Control space.
Okay.
See, we got array list Java.util package. Array like iterator. Array listen helper. Array literal tree. These all are means it is giving some suggestions. Okay, what class you need? I want array list class. Then go to array list class, click on enter. See the difference. Here we got import statement automatically. Okay, and control space, click on this. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I want the methods. See, for example, I'm a software engineer. Okay. We may not remember all the methods. Okay.
True.
We don't need to butify all the methods. We don't need to mug up all the methods. Okay. As a software employee, you need to search for a method. Who will help you? Editor will be helping you. For example, I told you these methods.
Add
all, remove all, retain all, these all methods I told you. Okay. You don't need to mug up all these methods, and you don't need to remember, because enter cal dot. See, under array list, these all are the methods. See here. See how many methods we got.
Wow.
These all are the methods under this array list. But we need to know where we have to use the method. What method we need to use. Okay. See, I want to adding an element. For that, we will be using add method. That's all. Add of 10. Add of 5. Add of null. Add of 10.5. Add of Sanvihan. Okay, and add of technologies, and add of like 34. Add of 65. Okay. Add of 105. Okay, here it is nothing but heterogeneous collection. Array list is heterogeneous collection. Heterogeneous collection in the sense, here I need to add one more point. Duplicates are allowed, null insertion is possible, it is index based, insertion order is preserved in array list, and array list is nothing but heterogeneous collection. Heterogeneous elements are allowed in array list. Okay, what are the heterogeneous elements? It is taking integers, it is taking null value, it is taking float value, it is taking string value, it is taking character, anything. Now I want to display all these things. System.out.println al. Okay, the system.out.println is nothing but which is used to display all the elements. Here you don't need to type system.out.println also. Simply type sy so and control space. It is giving system.out.println, total word it will be giving.
Okay.
Now control S, save. Control S, save. Okay, or here you have file, save. Okay. Now right click, mouse right click, run as Java application. See, we got all the values. Right? Yes, we got all the values. Now I want, in the place of 34, I want to add some value called 102. Okay, what is the index of this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want to add al dot add of. See here, int index comma object element. In which index I want to add? I want to add in sixth position. What is the element you want to add? I want to add 2, not 2. Okay. Now again print. Again print. Okay. Now run this program again. Right click, run as Java application. See, 1 or 2 is added. Is 34 deleted? No. But it moved to next position. This traversing happened. It moved to next position. Okay. That is nothing but in array list, when you add any other element in the position, that will be added, but other elements won't be disturbed. Other elements will be moved aside. In the sixth index, we got 1 or 2, and seventh index is we got 34, eighth index 65, ninth index 105, like that.
Okay.
Now I want to remove. I want to remove an element. Which element I have to remove? Tell me.
Technologies.
Yes. Al dot remove of int index. What is the index of technologies? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay. After removing, I want to display all the elements. For displaying, you need to give like this. Run as Java application. Now see here. Technologies is removed. Okay, 10 in 0 index, 5 in 1 index, null in 2 index, 3, 4, 102 came to 5th index.
5.
6, 7, 8, like that. Technologies is removed here. Okay, like that. We have remove method, we have add method, we have add all method. Okay, and we'll check is empty. You need to check this is empty collection or not. AL dot is empty. You
Is
have
empty.
a method is empty.
Yes,
Okay, now it will be giving is it empty or not. It is a boolean value. It will be giving true or false. Now again run as. Okay, is array list empty? False.
Yes.
False. Okay, it is false. So it is giving as false. Okay. Okay, this is about array list. Okay.
Sir, like,
sorry.
so I have a doubt. Like, you know, as when we like, let's say this is an array.
Yes.
And we'll say int AL is equal to new int. Or we can directly say int A is equal to, in flower brackets, we'll give off all the values, no? Like that we can do for array list also?
No, we cannot do.
We have to add each and every element.
Yes.
By dot add only.
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Because it is resizable or growable array. See here, we are. See here, after 105, I want to add. After 105, already I gave AL dot add of 105 up to 105 over. Okay, completed. Now I want to add again here. I will write here. AL dot add of. I give technologies. At last. At last, I am adding technologies. Okay. Now again, I am printing. First, the size of the array list is, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay. At last, I am adding another one. What is the technology? No. First of all, this is 9 size. Okay. 9. And I added in the position 6, I added 1 or 2. Okay. When I added 1 or 2, the size became
10.
Okay. Again, I removed.
Then again we removed.
The size became 9. Okay. Again, I am adding technologies. The size became 10. Means the size is varied element by element. Okay. I want to give AL and I want to give size also. The size of array list is AL dot size. Now see, the size of array list is 10 here. I will give here. What is the size? See. The same statement I will be giving up. Now run. Now see here, the size of the array list is 9 here. The size of the array list is 10 here.
Because once we added and then we removed also.
Yes. Means it is growing and it is resizing.
And decreasing.
Yeah.
Yes, dynamic.
Yeah, that is array list. Okay.
In
tomorrow's class, I will give you all the syllabus and all the things. First, in the first 5 minutes, I will be giving you the syllabus and everything. Okay. Today we can stop here. Okay. Understood today?
Yes, sir. Very well.
Yeah. Okay. Then we will meet tomorrow. Okay.
So in tomorrow you will finalize the syllabus and all.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.